This plant, an amazing edible I'm about to show you, I believe is one of the most underrated, undervalued, with the most awesome history in Australia, that can be grown right throughout this country at different times of the year. And in temperate and subtropical, yep, you can grow it right here. It produces a ton of food. No, and it's not the bitter melon, which they call empalaya in the Philippines. It's actually another plant that, I'll give you a little teaser. It used to grow over fences, well it still does, and they used to grow it over the top of the old dunnies in Australia. So the outdoor toilet pretty much had one where the septic was. They planted them near it, and they would just go, what we call in Australian saying, berserk-o. Now these, if you've ever seen the movie The Castle from Australia, then you need to check that out, because this plant and all these recipes, in my opinion, needs to go straight to the pool room. Now, if you know the story I'm talking about, you've been watching that old movie. If you haven't seen it, it's probably one of the most classic Australian movies ever of all time. And you're probably wondering, well, Marty, what is this plant? And how versatile is it? And guess what? It's one of those plants also that many of us were tortured by when we were younger, because people just didn't know how to cook it properly. It doesn't really have a lot of flavour, but it soaks in all the amazing flavors that we add to it. And it's even used in pies, it's used in different types of things like apple pies to suck in flavor and all that. And you're still going, well, what is it, Marty? What is it? Now, this is a recipes from the garden plant, one of my favorite ones that I've chosen for the Garden Creator Hub, which is my new community. And we have a section there called Recipes from the Garden. And I'm going to give you a quick look at it right now and remove the suspense, because there's a lot of fun doing this like this. It's the humble Choko. Let's have a look at it. Yep, and it's absolutely punching my one. I'm going to climb underneath and have a look from underneath and give you a little tip. See, I'm growing the actual fruit. So I've planted the fruit down here, or the vegetable, whatever you want to call it, in the shady area. Now, it was in the sunlight earlier before it was planted, because the plant didn't cover it over. So it was able to get warm and sprout and start to grow lots of food. Now, I've thrown some compost on top there to give it a really good feed. And then it's growing up the trellis and then up over a vertical section, so they can all hang down and I can grab the fruit. Now, sometimes they do get stuck in here or on top, so I've got to grab them from the top. And they've just gone into flower now, so I'm going to find a couple of flowers and show you. Here are the flowers here, and we can get the right light on it. The camera should be able to pick that up. And there's lots of flowers all over. Let's see if we can find another flower here with a little yellow bud on it. I just won't talk while I'm showing that, so I can see it. The old GoPro did pretty good at these cameras are pretty good, eh? Like the old day, you had to change the lens and everything, put a macro lens to get that type of shot. So there's flowers literally everywhere. Look. I could just keep on showing you all over the vine. You'd see lots and lots of flowers. So we're getting a ton of fruit. And these are a climbing plant. So you can see here these tendrils. I'm pretty sure they call them tendrils, don't they? And each tendril, there's a little bud comes out, and that'll be a flower and a fruit. And you just train them wherever you want them to go. And whenever if you've got chickens and you've got spare ones, so we call them leaders. So if a leader's going, or it's too many leaders coming out, you just cut them, snip them from the chickens. they love them. They just devour them in seconds. And it's an awesome, really awesome plant. Now, one of the recipes that was added by Steve Thomas, who's one of my VIP members over at the Garden Creator Hub, it was a choco, cheese, bacon and something else added to the recipes from the garden recipe, and it's really awesome. And then there's these other ones in there where he's able to get hold of this old book, I think it was from his grandmother or something like that, and started putting them into the hub. And then I'm going to grab that post and put it into the classroom area from recipes from the garden, all the best ones that I find from the community that are posting it will get saved there, so it doesn't get lost in the feed, and people can go back and check those and go, oh yeah, I'm growing this, I'm going to actually turn that into a recipe tonight and get lots and lots of value out of it. So to grow your chocos, you really need to have a good temperate climate. They'll grow really well in the summer period. You start them sort of in spring, early summer when there's no more frost, and just give them a really good support. They need about 4 to 6 hours sunlight to fruit much better. Then under that, they might fruit a little bit. They will climb up over trees and on fences and things like that. So great food forest plant as well to plant into if you're designing a food forest like myself. I haven't yet done that in my food forest. This is designated to this trellis, which it's going to overtake. So you can see it's going right to the end here. If we can, and what I'm doing is, this is my jute netting. So hopefully this is all coming out right. And you can see I'm twining it off here and letting it go back up and over again. Otherwise it'll just spill out and spill forward. And I've got all these ones shooting forward like this. Another one trying to climb up into the trees there, which I'll bring back over this way. Another one there's already touched himself to the tree. They head to the light. But if you give them a run and like tendril them off, allow the tendrils to attach to something like this netting here, you can train them quite easily. But like I said, any extra branches, I just grab them and throw them into the chicken pen. So if you've got any awesome choco recipes, any cool choco stories that you'd like to share, leave them in the comments box down below. The one about them growing over the dunny, that was from my dad. He told me about that, and that was a part of his history in Australia that was very, very common. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Also, come over, check us out at the Garden Creator Hub. It's a really good place to meet like-minded people like yourself. We've got a grow challenge in there at the moment, so that's the tomato and chili grow challenge, and then I'm adding new challenges as the season comes up, and we're just discussing everything about growing food, saving money and having a good old time there. No ads there, which is absolutely brilliant as well. So I'll see you over there. There'll be a link in the description down below, and we'll keep on gardening, growing together and enjoying life. And I'll see you at the next video real soon. Remember, leave a comment down below. Bye for now.